If you work for BLM as long as I have, which is more than 40 years, you really have to either be crazy or like it. My name is Helen Hankins, and I am the State Director for the BLM in Colorado. What I do is oversee operational activities in 10 field offices, and got a degree, a Bachelor of Science degree in geology, and I like the outdoors, and I thought with this kind of job I'll be outdoors a lot. And then I went into management and leadership because I like the diversity in BLM's programs and the chance to dabble in this thing or that thing. You know, archaeology in the morning, minerals in the afternoon, maybe recreation the next morning. A typical day in the life of the state director, I think, in short, is very varied. Usually it involves email, phone calls, meetings. So it's just looking at what's most critical for the day, what's scheduled in terms of externals and internals, and then making everything fit. I think what's normal is every day's different. For me, the most interesting thing, though, is working with the district managers and field managers and trying to figure out how to solve some kind of problem. I like the fact that we manage for multiple use, and on the public lands there's much more flexibility in what the public can do, and I think that's really important. I also like what we can provide for the public, and that's anything from recreational opportunities, but it's also ways to make a living. And I think the biggest challenge facing the BLM is defining our role, in the United States for the future. Our challenge is how do we thread that needle between being multiple use but addressing an increasing demand by an increasingly urbanized public for more of those recreational values, more of those values of conservation and preservation. We provide the best means for the most people to get out and enjoy lands that their tax dollars pay for to be managed. If I was going to describe BLM Colorado in one word, the word I would choose is complex. Just very complex because of the work we do, the country we work in, and the publics we deal with. You've always got to tell the truth to the public, and you've always got to have a good understanding of regulations, policy, and statute. But I think also to be a state director, you've got to have resilience, because some days are pretty tough. I think you've got to have integrity, because you set the standard not only for yourself, but for everybody that works for you, and you set the standard for the public so that they know that you say what you mean, and you mean what you say, and you do what you say. And I really like the public lands, and I like what they provide for the American people, and I like being a part of making them available for public use. So I think that's a fair statement that I'm passionate about what I do.